house. I didn't want anything too big, so I thought this would make a nice starter home. Something with a little nice garden too. It's amazing what you can buy on Amazon. It's our first night in Copenhagen, Denmark, and we're at Tivoli Gardens. There's a concert going on in the background and we're having churros, so I'm having time of my life. Alright, I'm here from Copenhagen, and once again I'm having another one of these hot dogs, the street hot dogs that they have all over the place here. These are like $5 a piece, and the reason why I keep eating these hot dogs is because everything around here is super expensive. They've got a matcha latte, small one, that you can get at Starbucks for like, what, $3? They're like $7.50 here. A pint of beer is $12, and a McDonald's Happy Meal is like $12. So anyway, I'm sticking to my street hot dogs that are just loaded with a whole bunch of grilled onions and pickles. So not too bad.
So put a sticker on his tongue.
I'm here in Amalienborg, which is the Queen's Palace right here in the background, here in Copenhagen. Got some beautiful statues, and if you can see, there is the church in the background. Right behind me is where they do the changing of the guards. Pretty stunning. It's a huge square surrounded by palaces of the princes, the king, and it's beautiful weather here in Denmark. So another interesting fact about Denmark is that the cost of a vehicle is about 3 times the cost it is in the United States. So majority of people here ride bikes. There's actually 5 bikes for every 1 car here in Denmark. And as you can see in this parking lot in front of the train station, there's just a ton of bikes. And interesting thing is none of them are locked. You see bikes parked all over the city, and they're just not locked. The crime rate is so low around here that there's no real need to worry about it being stolen. So anyway, as you see, it's another interesting fact about Denmark. I'm still here at Copenhagen, and right behind me here, if you could see it, there we go, is the Round Tower. It's a church tower that goes several stories up, and I'm gonna climb that thing. So I'll see you at the top. Now, something you might notice is that there are no stairs to the top, and the reason why is they used to use carts to haul things to the top of the tower. And that's why we just have this really steep incline ramp. Okay, I made it to the top of the tower and got a beautiful view of Denmark. That's the power plant that fuels the city. See lots of church steeples, but people here aren't very religious. Actually, only about 20% of the locals practice Christianity. I'm not sure why, but it seems like going downstairs is a lot harder than going upstairs or up the ramp. I think it's because it's hurting my knees going down because of how steep it is. Almost down. And this, as you can see, is the church that the tower is associated with. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the Round Tower, and I'll see you again next time. You gotta love how liberal Denmark is. Right behind me is the Danish House of Industries, which is an educational center. And as you can see, they've got a scrolling rainbow going across the entire building. Let's see if you can zoom in a little bit. They've got a real strong sense of pride here. They're really proud of all their people. And so that's what makes Denmark great. I'm in the Natural History Museum of Denmark, and it's so crazy. I'm like walking through these halls, and there's like nobody here. So here's the exhibits with indigenous peoples from around the world. Alaska, Native American. They have a Dia de los Muertos display. Check this guy out. Nobody's here, but it's really cool. All right, our last stop of the day is Frederiksborg Castle in the town of Hillerød, and we are walking through what looks like an area of a lot of construction, which is happening all over Denmark right now. Crossing the moat. There in the background you can see where we're headed. All right, see you soon. Tunnel, and here we are. This area is so picturesque, and check that out. It's better than Disneyland. Here we are at the fountain, getting a little wet. Inside the church. Gotta be quiet because it's still a church. Ceiling. There's portraits everywhere. So this guy we see behind me is a bust of Christian IV. He is the king that lived here in the late 1500s and early 1600s. He is the mastermind, the king, that built much of Copenhagen as we know of today. So much of Denmark is based on that guy right there. This is cool in this room. What you have in the ceiling is painting of the constellations. Would you like to have that in your home? So funny thing is the word king in Danish is pronounced kong. So can you imagine when King Kong, the movie, came out? So I guess it's Kong Kong for them. Anyway, strange language lesson. All these portraits they have up here remind me of the olden days of what selfies were. This wing is all more of a modern art, not modern art, but modern paintings of royal family. Now I'm walking out to the Royal Gardens. It's on the back side of the Frederiksborg Castle. Here's the path you can see. I'll be walking down. right, here's our parting shot. Farewell, Frederiksborg. It's been great visiting. Welcome from Malmo, Sweden. Just left the Grand Central Station and now headed to downtown. Here's another beautiful view of the city here. It's right along a canal, and you got some old classic buildings along the side of the shore. Just some really cool restaurants and shopping centers around here. Weather's a little bit overcast, but still, I'm in a t-shirt. It's totally comfortable. It's absolutely beautiful here. Here's something different in Sweden. To use the public restrooms, it costs 10 krona. That is equivalent to about $1.10 to use the public restroom here. Whereas in Copenhagen, pretty much everything was free.
Oh, there's some wooden shoes, look.
Well, we finished walking around Malmo, and it's pretty much all shopping.
And eating.
Which is like expensive stuff, so clothing. It's not exactly what I would call souvenir shopping. But anyway, so we're about to head back to Denmark pretty soon. And anyway, last departing shot of Sweden.
Malmo.
Thanks.